to your Personal Power Boost with Dr. Verna, a global force for transformation, unlocking human potential one leader at a time. Are you looking for a boost to help you reclaim your personal power? Then this is your weekly source, where we dive into conversations about navigating your professional and life journey. So, take a deep breath, open up your heart, and get ready to ignite your leadership and fuel your spirit. Let's go.
Welcome back to your Personal Power Boost with Dr. Verna, and I'm Dr. Verna Cornelia Price. For those of you who are brand new, welcome. It's great to have you here. Please listen in, and I hope it's going to be helpful to you. So please, like and share and all that fun stuff on social media. For those of you who are my regulars, great to have you again. And please share this work. I've been looking at my podcast, and I'm like, listen. People tell me all the time, oh, I listen, Dr. Verna, I listen. But this is local, but I know that people around the world are listening to it. So I want you to help humanity, really help me in this work. Join me in this work by sharing this work. Share it as much as possible to share it out. Let's go ahead, and we always start with the affirmations. Let's go ahead and start with the power affirmation. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and do something new and positive with my life by taking a new positive action step. And I'll say it again and again and again. You were born with power. You have enough power in your life to change your life today. And for those of you who wonder, what is my power? Your power is very simple. If you're brand new to this work, there's two types of power. There's positional power and personal power. I am talking about the power you were born with. This is your power. One, to make a decision. You have the power to make a decision. You have the power of choice. You can decide today. This session is called your power connection. You get to connect with your power. You get to use your power. And there's 4 core, what I would say, principles that guide your personal power. The first one is that you were born with it. I was doing a session just recently, and a woman was in my session, and she talked about all the terrible things that happened to her when she was a child. And what stood out the most to me, and she kept saying this over and over again, was that what her mother said, and what her family said, but in particular, what her mother said. And what I want you to make sure is that you not allow someone's words to steal your personal power. Let me say it again. Do not allow someone's words to steal your personal power. Let me tell you, what someone says about you is not your business. It's their business. Because the truth of the matter is that what you've got to do when people say things about you that you know is not true, it's like you have got to take a tennis racket and you've got to take it and you got to swat that thing right out of your existence. Do not allow it to get in your system. Don't allow it to get in your mind, in your heart. Some of you allow these words to get in your soul, your spirit, and it begins to infest who you are. There's no way you can be confident. There's no way you can grow. There's no way you can be successful when you allow someone's words to rob you of your personal power. Now, here's the beautiful thing. No matter what anyone says to you, the truth of the matter is that they can never, ever totally take all of your personal power. You still have enough. Why? Because your personal power that you were born with is your ability to make a decision. And your decision has to simply be, no matter what they said, and even, listen to me very carefully, no matter what they did, because for some of you, what people did to you, it was terrible. It was terrible. What they said about you was horrible. We do not deny any of that. I'm not denying the reality that someone has degraded my character, that someone has spoiled my name, that someone has no, I'm not denying any of that. What I want you to do, though, is that even though those things have happened, I want you to make a decision and a choice that no matter what they said, no matter what they did, you still understand that you can make a choice today, a decision today to change how you think, to change how you feel, to change. And let me talk about feelings for a second, okay? Because as a society, and I'm talking about the USA, and I travel all around the world, I think this is common to humanity. We are so stuck on our feelings, so stuck, right? In the workplace. I'm just getting back from doing a training with a hospital in Austin, Texas, right? Training all their volunteers. So a doctor said something to you, you're volunteering in the hospital, you're trying to help people feel better. A doctor said something to you, they said something just rude. And you say, well, they make me feel like I'm just not wanted. And here's my response. Okay, now what? Okay, now what? Are you going to allow what they said to make you feel that way? And here's the reality. No one can make you feel anyway. You get to decide your feeling. So no matter what that doctor said to you, here's what you've got to do. You got to come back to your knowing, your sense of knowing, to say, you know what? I know that I do a good job here. I know that I'm wanted here. I know that the patients really are happy that I'm here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on doing a great job, no matter what they said. In the workplace, you have a supervisor, you have a teammate who says something derogatory to you. Okay. Was it wrong? Sure, it was wrong. I'm not denying any of that. I'm talking about your own personal power connection and using your own personal power connection to keep you going forward and to keep you feeling empowered and to keep you moving forward and becoming your most excellent self. Because if we allow what people to say to us, it'll stop us in our tracks. You will not ever get up. Some of you won't even get out of bed. Get up. Get out of bed. Get back. Get back to your place of hopefulness and your place of wanting to vision and do great things, no matter what they said. So you say, okay, they said that. It was hurtful. It was painful. But now what? Now what? Now what? You come back to yourself and you say, now what is my power? My power is my ability to think a new positive thought. So the question becomes, what's going to be a new positive thought? And you can override your feelings, good friends. You don't have to allow your feelings. And guess what? Do the research. Do the research. As a human being, you've got hundreds of thousands of feelings. We're just loaded with feelings, right? We got feelings all the way through us. So don't allow your feelings to stop you, to paralyze your progress. Are you kidding me? Go to the next one. If you don't like that feeling, get another one. Why? Because your power is your ability to think a new positive thought and to see a new positive vision. You got to see yourself healthy, see yourself whole, see yourself successful. Because if you don't, and it's your job. You're like, Dr. Vernon, you are going off today. You know what? Maybe I am. Here's why. Because I want you to become your most excellent self, and you cannot do that. Listen to me carefully. You cannot do that stuck on what people said about you. Even the good things. Because people can try to, make you feel better by saying great things about you. The truth of the matter is that they may not even be telling the truth. They may just be trying to what? Placate you. But it's time for you to say, no matter good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, I know the most important person to know about you is you. That you know who you are. You know what you want. You know where you want to go. Right? So to find your power connection, your personal power, first of all, you were born with it. That doesn't take a minute and say, I was born with power. Walk around your house and say, I was born with power. You got it. Why? Because you have the power. Your power gives you the ability to make a decision, make a choice. And then your power gives you the ability to take some action based on that choice. I do believe that so many of us are not where we want to be in life because we simply haven't made a choice. We haven't made a decision. And as a result, life makes a decision for you. And you get to places in your life where you don't want to be. But it's time to what? Connect back with your personal power and get to where you want to be. Second is that no one has more power than you. No one. No one. So I want you to just get that off of your shoulders, thinking that someone has more. No. In an earlier episode, I often talk about, positional leadership, where people seem to be the leader. But the truth of the matter is that they have no more power than you. No one does. You have enough power in your life to change your life today. I just want to remind you of that. Change your workplace. You have enough power to do that. Change your teams. You have enough power to do that. Change, and when I say change your workplace, I'm talking as you change yourself, you influence the change. Influence that change in your children. Influence that change in your community, in your family. You can. But first, start with you. Get back to your source. Your source is your personal power. Make a decision about who you want to be. Start taking that action, and you're going to see that your life is going to take a direction and a path, and a powerful path that will empower you to your next level. Go for it. All right? All right. Your personal power boost this week. I'm so glad you were here for it. And please send it on to all your friends and family. And we'll see you next week. But first, let's finish up with our personal power affirmation. My power is my ability. I'll say it again. My ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and do something new and positive with my life by taking a new positive action step. Oh, by the way, will you do me a favor? Will you do a selfie of yourself, right? Actually doing that affirmation and showing me your action step. And will you send it to me? Just go to my website and just send me a note and send me the video of you doing that. And I would love to post some of you doing your power step. Will you do that for me? All right. Will you? Promise? All right. Okay. We'll see you next week. Bye.
If today's episode spoke to you, and you know it's time for a shift in how you lead, how your team connects, or how your culture performs, I want to personally invite you to take the next step. Book a free consultation at drvernaprice.com/workwithme and explore your next keynote, your leadership workshop, or executive coaching. It's time to get your power back, and it is time to get to your next level.